What's up guys, my name is Beckett and welcome back to the channel. We finally have some Division 2 Year 3 news for you guys, and actually we have a new season coming up as well before we're actually going to get some actual brand new content. We're going to get into all that, but before we get started, if you want to support the channel, you can leave a comment, hit the like button, the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. And you can also find me over on Odyssey if you do not want to support the YouTube overlords. Links will be down in the description. Now let's get into what is actually coming right now, and it's going to make a lot of people mad and a lot of people happy. I'm kind of on the happy side because I won't have to pay for it again, but what they're going to do for Season 5 is just going to be a rehash of Season 1. Now, are we going to have to pay for it again if we already paid for Season 1? I don't know that information yet, but we're also going to have global events and leagues back, which is a good thing because I kind of felt like there was really nothing to do in Division 2 unless you were just grinding for certain sets, doing PvP. You would just log on for a little bit. We're also going to be seeing some different apparel events. Hopefully it's something unique that we kind of saw in the Resident Evil one. And if you're bringing back the apparel events, please bring back that daily quest for those apparel events. It was very nice. It made those apparel events a breeze, so you didn't really have to worry about logging on every day or playing for 2 hours every day just to get your set keys. They also go on to say that we're actually going to be getting some future title updates, but it's going to be minor things just to support the health of the game. I expect it just to be different bug fixes over there. I don't see anything about PvP actually getting changed, so I don't think the meta is going to adjust, and I don't think we're actually going to see any meaningful changes till the actual Year 3 DLC comes out. Now, I don't think the meta is that bad, but when you have to play with the same build, the same setup every time, it can get boring. You can do a couple different variations, but there is not a lot when it comes to PvP, and I think Conflict, I think it's just a bust. I really don't think they did that good of a job with it, and they just need to come out with better game modes. Bring back some of the ones from Division 1. It was a very great experience, and now it just feels lackluster. Bring back those big DZs like right now. Now let's talk about the state of the game. Now we actually have some news about that. And I don't think we're ever going to see another state of the game for the Division. Maybe the Division 3 and like big news every once in a while, but I don't think it's going to be a big thing moving forward. From what they said, the guy who was running it, Hamish Bode, and it was kind of just Master's way of saying we're not going to be doing state of the games anymore, and they don't actually want to come out and say it, but I really think that is a bad decision. They don't have to do it every week, but once a month. If we don't know what's going on, let the player base and just don't stay quiet. Don't stay like Bungie does, and where it just breeds all this hostility in the air where the players are so mad at the developers, and then they finally say something like, oh, we're doing good now. Yeah, you're doing good once in like 6 months. Now, as for Year 3, we do have some news. We're getting a new game mode. They haven't said yet. I think they can do a lot more than that, and if they're going to put a $40 or $60 price tag, they're going to have to bring a lot more than a new game mode. As well, they said there's going to be new brand sets, new gear sets, well, basically more variety to build your character. So I assume that's what it's going to be. There's nothing really else it can be. They don't mention any new missions or any new storylines coming out currently. Now, they've also said that they are looking for ways to progress our character more, and that means another Shade Watch. Hopefully they don't take away any of those stats from the people who have grinded the Shade Watch. I kind of hope they keep that in place and it gives something else for people to grind to, but we also have an alternative source. I really don't know how they're going to balance around that without just taking away everyone's Shade Watch and we all start fresh. Are they just going to give everyone those stats that we have, or are we going to be losing those stats? It's kind of, I have a lot of questions, and they haven't really gave us any answer, just kind of we got a new game mode. But if I was going to be them, honestly, I would do more than a new game mode. I would bring back a lot of old game modes. I'd bring back survival. I'd bring a lot of these fan favorites. Let us play them. Obviously, this is not going to be that big of a year, and if we get a Division 3, probably most of the content is stuck with that, and we're going to end up waiting for that. I really hope we see a good PvP update. Now, if it was me, I would just like enhance the things that we already have in the game, give us legendary missions for everything, do some kind of like solo thing where we get like a solo exotic, where I was thinking like if we had side missions and we just made them legendary and it was like a solo excursion and you have to go in there, clear everything out, or kind of like the Underground was. That was a great feature and I loved playing that solo back in Division 1. It was just a very fun experience. Now, although we probably are not going to hear anything else about Year 3 for a few weeks or a few months, we do have Season 5 to look forward to. Now, if you are not kind of into that, you're like, I already paid for it, I already have everything from it, but it's going to give a lot of people and a lot of the new players a chance to get all that. And there is actually a lot of good gear and a lot of good items that come from Season 1, so it's not that bad, and that Jupiter Manhunt mission is pretty fun if you've never experienced it. But at least we have global events coming back. We have those leagues. I quite enjoy those. I don't know about you guys. Is there anything you're looking forward to in Season 5 or into Year 3? I'm kind of interested to see what this new game mode is. Hopefully it's something exciting, immersive, and I can't wait to see what they produce.